This is Minister Paul, a watchman on the wall in Northern California. It's 6/28/16, a Tuesday. I've been in prayer, intercession, laying out prostrate before the Lord to spend time in His presence. This is 55 days now. I have not missed a day. I'm not sure if others are still joining me or not, but today's day 55. I think the last update I did was day 44, but the Lord revealed something really strong to me today, and I want to share it and ask others to share it and pray over it. So as I was laying down praying and kind of finishing my prayer, I heard the Holy Spirit speaking, and He says, "You have been judged in the balances and found wanting." And this sorrow came over me, and I was just like sad. It's like I felt the sadness just come over the whole world. And I still feel that. It hasn't left. And so I Googled it, that I've been judged in the balance and found wanting. And it popped out, weighed in the balances. It came to this Daniel 5. And in an amazing fashion, I keep the Bible with me in prayer, and sometimes I'll open it when I see a particular thing. I had opened up to Daniel 7 about these kingdoms. So it's just a confirmation. And so I read this, and I'm studying this about Belshazzar and Daniel, and the writing on the wall. And I'm familiar with this. I don't want to preach a whole sermon here, but it's pretty clear that the writing on the wall was said that this kingdom, was being overthrown because they were bowing to the gods of precious metals, gold and silver, and the king had ordered that these had been taken from Jerusalem. So you can read it, and I'll put a link. But Daniel basically pronounced this, and this Tekel, Paris. And I focused on this word Tekel because this is what God had told me. And then I found out it's Aramaic about the writing on the wall, and this interpretation, Mene, Tekel, Paris, or something like that. The kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and the Persians, which is modern day Iran. And then the king died. And Darius the Median took the kingdom. Actually, he was killed. It's a hard video to make. Please bear with me, so it's heavy. And so what I believe the warning is, as a watchman, is that America has been judged. Not is going to be judged, has been judged. And we're about to see a leader somewhere, I don't know, only God knows, fall and be replaced. And we're also going to see the market crash, the gold and the silver. This weight in the balances, this word right here is talking about money, different forms of money. This is really deep. And I believe every blood-bought Christian should be just on their knees, just praying, and in-time prayer, because we've been judged. And where does judgment begin? With us. I've never heard God ever say this to me ever. You've been judged and found wanting. And so I'll put a link to these two scriptures. I then had a vision. I went back in to pray a second time to make sure that this was something I was supposed to warn about. And I had a vision. And I saw the heavens open up, and all of these objects just began to just literally flood out of the heaven. Now, I don't know what the objects were, but they were just flooding out of the heaven. And they came down and hit ground. And I want you to picture this. Heaven opens up and all these things come pouring out of heaven and they hit ground, and it just causes this great cyclone or tornado. I don't know which. And all of them began spinning and spinning and spinning, and then it turned into the shape of a tornado, spinning and spinning and spinning. And as I was seeing this vision, it was like watching a movie. It just stopped. The tornado stopped. And it was a perfect number 7 that the tornado had formed. It went across the top and down like a 7, like completion. I want to show you, what I did was I took this word Tekel and put it into Google Earth, as I always do, and it's up right here. I don't know why it says SA for Saudi Arabia. Can anyone brief me in, clue me in on this? Because it's not Saudi Arabia. But look at the number right here. Here's Tekel. Tekel, I think it is pronounced properly, Tekel. It's 337 right here, see this? And 373. 337 and 373. And so, yesterday I had mentioned the ISIS video about attack, an alleged video by ISIS about an attack on San Francisco and Las Vegas, a sword coming to California, I think it's called. And I found the entire video. I found this entire video. It's 9 minutes and 45 seconds long. Actually 44. And so I want to take you to a part about the alleged Orlando shooting. I'm just like, everything's so weird about these shootings. I'm going to show you one particular thing. I'm not going to play this whole video, but I wanted to just take a snapshot. But everybody remember that? When the Holy Spirit keeps showing me the ties between the area of London and France and the United States and how they tie together. Well, this is their official video. I want to show you something else. And a sword, right covering both of them. And this is something that I just can't explain. At 37 seconds into their 9 minute and 44 second, see how it changed from 9:45 to 9:44 on the bottom right? In 37 seconds into this video, a fire truck goes by a police car that just happens to be randomly placed right in the screenshot, just enough to get its license plate. Watch. There comes the fire truck, site fair use. And then it goes by this police car that just happens to be sitting right there. And it's the license plate, amazingly, is 3373. I'll put a link to this page also. 3373. You guys with me? It's the number the angel showed me in a dream on July 5th, 2012. That meant war. Spiritual war and natural war in the United States and in the Middle East, both. So I want to zoom out and show you this map of this Tekel and show you where this map lands at. And then remind you to check the links for Daniel 5 and Daniel 7, and I continue to pray. Continue to pray. Imagery date. I've never seen this before. It said something about 19. Go back and review that. It said like 19. 60 something, I believe. Or yeah, these are trying times. We have to walk by faith, not emotions, because July's coming up, and I think many people already know what's going down. The conventions are coming. Just be in prayer. It's not a video I want to make, but I do so in obedience to God, because I believe that Jesus is coming soon, and I'll be asked to give an account of whether I shared this information. And so I do. God bless you all.